Good morning, students. Welcome to today's maths session. Okay, today we'll be discussing about geometric sequences. Okay? So in the last video we discussed about arithmetic sequences or arithmetic progression. Okay, so in this video we'll see what is geometric sequence. Okay, the definition is like this. So when I take the class, I request all the students to write in your maths classwork. A geometric sequence is one in which the ratio of any term to its predecessor is always the same number. This ratio is called the common ratio. Okay, this is the definition. Okay, in geometric sequence we saw the sequence has a common difference, right? How we calculate common difference? T2 minus T1, T3 minus T2, right? And it goes on. In geometric sequence, it has a common ratio. Okay, that's very important. You should remember. Okay, so we'll see the sequence here. Yeah, you have 1, 3, 9, 27, 81, comma, and it goes on. It's an infinite sequence, right? Because it does not have a last term. Okay, so in order to check whether it's a geometric sequence or arithmetic sequence, okay, we should know how to find whether it's a AP or GP problem. Okay, so if you take the sequence, take the first term. This is the first term, T1, T3 is your second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term, and it goes on, right? If I'm going to subtract T2 minus T1, 3 minus 1 will give you 2. Am I right? Okay, similarly, no. 9 minus 3 will give you 6. Okay, and 27 minus 19 will give you 18. Is it having a common difference here? No, the common difference is different. Am I right, students? So it is not arithmetic progression. Okay, so now we'll see the common ratio. Common ratio is calculated by T2 by T1. So second term is 3 divided by 1. What is 3 divided by 1? 3. Okay, this is the first common ratio. Second common ratio, T3 divided by T2. Okay, first we have to find T2 by T1. Next we are finding T3 by T2. So what is your T3? 9 divided by 3, which is equal to 3. Okay, students. Similarly, R3 will find T4 by T3. T4 by T3. So 27 divided by 9 will give you exactly 3. Similarly, next one. Okay, 81 divided by 27, again 3. Okay, so it has a same common ratio. Okay, so this sequence is called geometric sequence. Okay, a geometric sequence is one in which the ratio of any term to its predecessor is always the same number. Okay, predecessor means before number. Okay, if I divide 3 by 1 will give you 3. Similarly, 9 by 3 will give you 3. 27 by 9 will give you 3. 81 divided by 27 will give you 3. So each and every term, has the common ratio. So this sequence you can say it as a geometric sequence. Okay, and it has a common ratio as we saw. Okay, this ratio is called the common ratio. Okay, so this is the concept of geometric sequences. So if I'm going to, in AP, what we did in order to get the second term, we added the common difference. Am I right, friends? But here we are going to multiply with the common ratio. So in this sequence itself, okay, we'll take this sequence. Okay, we had 1, 3, 9, 27, 81. Am I right, students? And it goes on. So what is the common ratio we got? Common ratio is 3. So if I'm going to multiply 1 times 3, I'm going to get the second term 3. If I'm going to multiply the second term with 3, 3 3s are 9. I'm getting the third term. Similarly, if I'm going to multiply the third term by 3, 9 3s are 27. Same way, 27 times 3, I'm going to get 81. Same 21 times 3, I'm going to get the next term. And it goes on. So this is called geometric progression or geometric sequences. Okay, students, a geometric sequence is one in which the ratio of any term to its predecessor is always the same number, which means it has a common ratio, and the common ratio is called, and the common ratio, it has a common ratio, and if we multiply the common ratio to the first term, you will get the second term, and then if you're going to multiply the same common ratio, you'll get the third term, and it goes on. Okay, friends. So now if I'm going to take the second example, okay, we'll see the second example. Okay, 3, 6 and 12. So T1, T2, T3. Okay, so if I'm going to check the common difference, 6 minus 3 will give you 3. 12 minus 6 will give you 6. Is it having same common difference? No. So if I'm going to see the common difference, it is T2 minus T1. So it is 6 minus 3 will give you 3. Similarly, 12 minus 6 is equal to 6. So it does not have the same common difference. So this sequence cannot be AP. That is arithmetic progression or arithmetic sequence. Okay, now I'll see whether it has a common ratio. So R is equal to T2 by T1. T2 by T1. Okay, some students will make a mistake. T1 by T2. Okay, don't make silly mistakes here. It's T2 by T1. So which is 6 by 3 is equal to 6 by 3 will give you 2. Okay, similarly, the second common ratio. Okay, I'm going to write it as T3 divided by T2. T3 divided by T2. So 12 divided by 6 is also 2. So it has the same common ratio, which means the given sequence is it's a geometric sequence. Okay, students, are you clear with this concept? Okay, now you can try this sequence 2, 6 and 18 and check what is the common ratio. What is the common ratio? 3. Excellent. Okay, I can hear your answers. Great, students. So this is the concept of geometric sequence. Okay, the next topic we are going to see is the nth term of GP. Okay, we discussed about nth term of AP. Do you remember what is nth term of AP? Exactly. Yeah, it's Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 times T. Okay. The formula to calculate the nth term of GP is, this is the formula you should remember. Tn is equal to A times R to the power n minus 1. Okay, so this is the formula. And what is A actually? A we know it's a first term. Okay, n also we know it's number of terms. What is R actually? It is the common ratio. It is the common ratio. Okay, the common ratio, the formula is T2 minus T1. T2 divided by T1. It's T2 divided by T1. This is the formula to calculate the common ratio R. Okay. Okay, this is how we are going to find the nth term of GP. Next, how we are going to find the sum of n terms of geometric series. Sum of n terms of geometric series. In my previous video, I taught you how to solve the problem based on sum of AP. Okay. So in this video, we are focusing on geometric sequences. So the other formula you have to remember is sum of n terms of geometric series. The formula is Sn is equal to A times 1 minus R to the power n divided by 1 minus R. Okay. Can you all repeat the formula? Excellent. Okay, this is the formula. Do remember. And where A is nothing but the first term, R is the common ratio, that is T2 by T1, T3 by T2. Okay, and N is nothing but number of terms. Okay, students. So you can copy this. Okay, next we will see a problem to solve. We'll see a problem to solve on geometric progression. Okay, so I want everyone to take page number 180. Take page number 180, exercise 1D. Take exercise 1D. Okay, and you can copy the problem number 1, subdivision A. Subdivision A. The question is, find the 7th term of 2, 4, 8, and it goes on. This is the question. Okay, find the 7th term of 2, 4, 8, and it goes on. So first we'll check whether the sequence is AP or GP. So this is T1, T2 and T3, right students? T3. Okay, I'm writing solution. Write in steps, then only it will be easy to. Good morning students. Today we'll be discussing about the problem based on geometric sequence. You can take page number 118, exercise 1D. The problem is, find the 7th term. Find the 7th term of the sequence 2, 4, 8. It goes on. This is the given question. Okay. So write solution, and then I have written the sequence 2, 4, 8. Okay, it goes on. It's an infinite sequence. And first let us check whether the given sequence is AP or GP. AP means arithmetic progression. GP means geometric progression. So if you check 4 minus 2, 2. 8 minus 4, 4. So you don't have a common difference between these terms. So it is not AP problem. We'll see the common ratio. So how we are going to check the common ratio? R1 is equal to T2 by T1, which is T2 is 4 divided by 2 is 2. Okay, similarly second common ratio will check. R2 is equal to T3 divided by T2, which is equal to 8 divided by 4, which is equal to 2. So we have the same common ratio. So definitely it's a GP problem. And the question here is, find the 7th term. So what is the general formula for GP? Tn is equal to AR to the power n minus 1. Okay students, so we should know what is the first term. A is the first term, A is 2. R is equal to, the common ratio is also 2. And we should know what is n. N is equal to number of terms. So which term we are going to find? We are going to find the 7th term. So n is equal to 7. Okay, so now we are going to substitute in the formula. T n, what is the n actually? 7. We are going to find the 7th term. T7 is equal to A. What is A? 2 times, what is R? 2 to the power n minus 1. What is n actually? 7 minus 1, which is equal to 2 times 2 to the power 6. Okay, 2 to the power 6. You can use a calculator. Don't write 2 6 or 12. It's wrong. Mathematics rule. 2 to the power 6 means you have to multiply 2. How many times? 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 16 2s are 32, 32 2s are 64. So 2 times 2 to the power 6 is 64. Okay. So 2 into 64 will give you 128. So this is the 7th term. Understood students? It's very simple. Okay, same like AP. Okay, but the formula is going to be different. You have to identify first whether the given sequence is AP or GP, and very important, understand the question. The question here is find the seventh term of the given sequence. Okay, so the given sequence is GP because it has a common ratio 2. The formula to calculate GP is Tn is equal to AR to the power n minus 1. So A is 2, R is 2, N is 7. Substitute in the formula and we got the seventh term is 128. Is it very simple, students? So just have a look and copy it in your maths classwork. Next, we are going to find the sum of each of the following series. So, in the previous question, we found the seventh term, right? We use the general term formula. Here, we are going to find the sum of n terms of geometric series. Okay, sum. So understand the question. You have to find the sum. So this is the given sequence, not the sequence. It is a given series because you have a plus, you have minus. So it is a series. So the series is 5 minus 10 plus 20 minus, it goes on 2 6 terms. So we'll write what is the given sequence. 5 minus 10 plus 20 minus, and it goes on. Okay, students. So first we'll check whether it has a common ratio. So this is T1, T2, T3. Okay. So R1 is T2 divided by T1. So which is equal to, what is T2? Minus 10 divided by 5. Minus 10 divided by 5 will give you negative 2. So your common ratio, the first common ratio is negative 2. Corrections. Similarly, we'll find what is R2. That is T3 divided by T2. So what is T3 actually? 20. Positive 20 divided by, what is T2? Negative 10. So don't make mistake here. So 0, 0 will get cancelled. 2 divided by negative 1 will give you negative 2. Corrections. So we have the same common same common ratio. So it is a geometric progression problem. Alright. So the formula to calculate the sum of GP is Sn is equal to A times 1 minus R to the power n, the whole term divided by 1 minus R. Okay, students. So where A is the first term, 5. Okay, R is the common ratio. We got the common ratio is negative 2. And then n is number of terms. So it is clearly given in the series. Okay, 5 minus 10 plus 20 minus, it goes on till 6 term. Okay, which means you have to find the sum of 6 terms. So n is equal to 6. So now we are going to substitute in this formula. So what is the formula? S n. So what is n actually? N is nothing but 6. S6 is equal to, substitute in the formula, A is 5 times 1 minus R. What is R actually? Negative 2, the whole raised to the power n. N is 6. So put it in a bracket. The whole term divided by 1 minus R. Corrections? 1 minus R. So it is 1 minus, what is R actually? Minus 2. Already I have minus. So 1 minus of minus 2. Have a look how we have substituted. Don't get puzzled. So which is equal to 5 times 1 minus. See the power is even number. Okay. So when it is an even number, negative will become positive. Okay. So minus 2 to the power 6 will give you, yeah, it is 64. Okay, the whole term divided by, minus and minus will become positive, so it is 1 plus 3. Corrections. So which is equal to 5 times 1 minus 64 will give you minus 63 divided by 1 plus 3 will give you 4 corrections. So minus 63 multiplied by 5. Multiplied by 5. What will be the answer? You can use your calculator. Minus 315 exactly. Divided by, it is 1 plus 2 here. Okay, it's 1 plus 2. So 1 plus 2 will become 3. Okay, students. So minus 315 divided by 3, which is equal to minus 105. Okay, this is the answer. You can have a look. Thank you, students, for watching the video, and I request you to practice the problems which I have given under the announcement. Okay, when you open the VLE, you will get all the information. What are the problems to practice? Okay, students, so just take a photo and just upload it under assignment of sum of AP and geometric sequence. You can submit it there and I'll check and I'll grade you. Okay, students, thank you. Have a great day. Bye.